Wait a moment. This isn't a furry visual novel. Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you another Let's Play episode of Changeling Tale. So, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know ahead of time. This one is probably going to go up a little bit later. It's going to go up out of order because I'm probably going to have to do a fair bit of editing, and that can take a little while. So, what's going to probably go up before this video is Echo. So, stay tuned. Echo is probably going to be the next video. But you will know that after you've seen this, because this will probably be going up later. But, this is stupid. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, guys, let's jump right into it. Alright. Alright, we're gonna start from here. Oh! Oh! She smiles coyly, and with a pull of her dress, she begins to slip out of her work clothes. I swallow, glancing once more up and down the road, making sure that we are alone. Yes. Mine are the only eyes witnessing this spectacle.
That should be better.
I drink in the view. Much. Jessie gets down on her hands and knees in the wet grass. She arches her back, closes her eyes, and begins to stretch her neck. Tufts of fur begin to appear in her lower back. The fur spreads smoothly across her hips and thighs. It's mesmerizing. It's wrong, isn't it? But in some ways it's ever so right, so befitting a Spitfire like Jessie, like it really was in her all along, finally coming out and bearing it all. Jessie's body contorts and sways as her inner wolf breaks free. Her feet go up on their toes, elongate and raise her body by several inches. I wish I could use that as a thumbnail. The tail, so thick and lush, floats out and swings back and forth above her beautiful... Oh wow, that's a lot of nipples.
Oh!
Jessie lets out a howl, head towards the sky, and I break out laughing. It's not even a full moon.
Just picture me when it is, Malcolm.
And I do. Even with her naked and writhing before me, I can't help but imagine her even more seductive. Were we to make love again soon, I fear she would eat me alive. Or rather, maybe I didn't fear that at all. My brain is a foggy haze of fantasies I didn't know existed deep within me. Welcome to the furry fandom, my friend. But here they are. So much of this video is going to be edited. Jessie's visage takes one of a sultry animal, licking her muzzle and tossing her hair off her eyes. She gains hold of my gaze, stands erect, and makes her way back over to me.
Malcolm, I'm coming for you.
She speaks in a low, deep voice. I chuckle. Are you going to huff and puff and... But as she takes her first step as a wolf, her balance is ungainly, and she wobbles to and fro. I leap over to catch her, getting my arms under hers just as she is about to hit the ground.
Oh my, thank you.
That's what I'm here for. She holds that steady gaze, and clings tighter to me as the wind atop our heel kicks up. Her fuzzy body rolls right under my hands.
I hope that's not all you're here for.
Hey! My man's about to fuck a wolf. We kiss again, and that wet nose grazes my cheek. The intensity of tasting her new, deep, earthy flavor, or running my tongue along her own teeth. It's like drinking whiskey for the first time. Everything else fades away. I crave the heat, the intoxication. My hands follow the lines of her curves, sliding lower and lower until... Jesse pulls away, quickly hiding behind me. What's wrong? Gah! Oh, Jesus. Not her.
Jesse, I believe you lost something.
A snout pokes out from behind me.
Miss Alana, I don't know what happened.
Alana doesn't even attempt to look convinced.
Oh, I know what happened.
She eyes me up and down, while Jesse clings tightly to my waist.
I warned you both. I can't help you anymore if this is to continue.
Alana stuffs the red dress into my open palms.
It's all in your hands now.
Jesse grabs the dress for me and slips it back on. It makes her decent, but no less furry. She steps out to face her accuser.
I'll be fine, Miss Alana. I know I will. You only know what you believe to be true. You need to live more to realize what you want to be true isn't always what shall be.
Alana, this is Jessie. As she is now, her decisions are up to her.
You're right, and I won't meddle. Just know your safety isn't dependent upon your happiness. It's dependent on your ability to forego joy for rationality.
What the hell kind of nonsense is that?
I don't know what to say. There's just so much. I only want to live my life. Please, let me be.
I keep quiet, silently absorbing Alana's message. I want Jessie to speak for herself. There's truth to Alana's threat, though. Jessie can be happy, but she can be safe. I don't know if there's a middle ground yet.
I'll be going. I'll leave you be. Just know that I found you as easily as any villager could. Any child, any parishioner, any drunk publican with a gun.
Jessie inhales sharply, but has no response. We both know Alana is right on this account. I notice that despite wearing the dress, no part of her is reverting back to human. If Alana is provoking her, heightening Jessie's emotions, how will she be able to regain her other identity?
I say all this because I care for you, Jessie. I don't want a world of fantasies to cloud your vision. You can have a long and beautiful life.
Alana looks from me to Jessie. Alana looks from Jessie to me.
One that is filled with love.
She starts off down the hill, then turns.
Jessie, consider your actions.
We watch her disappear below the edge of the land to turn to each other.
Consider your actions. Can't you believe her? And I thought Marion was bad, sticking her nose into others' business.
I don't mention that Alana saved her life last night. I think she's just looking out for you. She's worried. Honestly, you know I am too.
I know that. I do. But I can't fight who I am. I've made a decision. I have to be myself. It would be even more painful to hide than to embrace who I am. You must understand that, Malcolm.
She pleads with me, simply with her wide puppy eyes.
Imagine being told you can't be you.
It's alright. I'm trying to understand. Neither one of us knows how to deal with this. Remember, we're learning. Oh, it's so cute! And she's naked again. Okay. Jessie seemingly ignores the exchange with Alana and rips her dress back off. She proceeds to run free among the crag rock and thin rows of scrub. I shake my head, and decide I can best help by keeping an eye out for other unwelcome visitors. The last thing we need is for Grace to come wandering back from the loch to find her sister following scent trails and rolling at who knows what. Is this still practice, or has she simply given into instinct? Even on two legs, she acts like a sheepdog exploring a new paddock. I let her be. She deserves an afternoon to unwind after everything, and so do I. An afternoon free of advice, of injury, of questions. I check myself. Yes, the questions are tiresome, but I could do with more answers, or at least another dram of Bulgarian special label whiskey. Part of me wants to interrogate Jessie, or even Alana, to satisfy my own curiosity. Another part doesn't want to upset or anger either one, not knowing the consequences. The volume of questions I have for both of them, though, gets larger by the moment. But as I watch Jessie unleash her inner wild creature, I hold my tongue. All in due time. It's for you, Malcolm, I remind myself. Jessie finally comes back to me, panting.
Hey, what you doing with my dress?
I look down, not realizing I've been wringing it so tightly in my fists.
But having fun, right?
Jessie looks down at where I sit, and notices her face is mostly back to human, with little wolf ears twitch above her head as she winks. I don't know who that is. Send me a... text me. Okay. Yes, fun. Yes, of course.
Hey, don't worry too much about what Alana said.
Somehow I just can't help it.
Well, look at me. Look what I was able to do even without those rags.
She spins around, half human, before taking the dress from me, slipping it back on and sitting across from me like an expectant puppy. I'm very proud of you, Jessie.
You are. I mean, it's a start.
She closes her eyes, concentrates, and I watch as she tries to finish the transformation. Her fur begins to recede, but then it stops, quivers, and I can see her brow furrow. I reach out and take her hand in mine. Once again, I feel energy reverberating around us, between us. I try to clear my mind. A calm breeze whisks across the grass. Jessie seems to glow in the light of the slowly setting sun. There you go, girl. Her eyelids flutter open and she blushes.
You know, Alana says a lot of things.
Oh boy, don't I know.
She's been telling me things for years.
Jessie draws circles on my trousers with her fingernails. I feel them through the cloth, still sharp as claws.
She told me to stay away from you years ago. More than once, even.
My heart stops. Wait, what? What do you mean?
Malcolm, I've had feelings for you for a long time. Strong feelings.
Really? How did I miss the signs? I'm denser than Bulgaria's haggis balls.
I never let it show. To you, I guess. But Miss Alana somehow sensed it. She stopped me after class when we were children. She told me.
Jessie cuddles in closer to me, and I stroke her back, to let her know I'm listening keenly.
Malcolm, I always resented Alana for wanting me to hold back. For trying to protect me and keeping me from leaving the town. Now, I don't know what to think. She was trying to protect me from myself, but she kept all of this a secret.
What did she tell you all those years ago?
She said that I could be friends with you, but nothing more. She didn't just say it, though. It was as if it were a command.
Something to obey. I know this side of Alana all too well.
It made no sense at the time. I didn't know what to think, so I pushed away those feelings. I pretended you meant nothing more than any other friend I had at the time, but...
I continued to rub her back, urging her to continue, but nervous about what she is revealing. Has she truly harbored these emotions for me for all these years?
I thought 4 years was long enough. Enough time and distance between us that what I felt when I was near you. I thought it would go away forever. But that night at the pub, when I saw you again, that night you returned home. Malcolm, all those feelings, those hidden desires, they all came rushing back. Nothing at all had changed. Every ounce of me felt alive again. I wanted to be with you.
She bites her lower lip and holds her breath. She lifts herself and wraps her arms tightly around my back.
I still want to be with you.
Her admission leaves me speechless. All those years. Those times we spent running around the hills and cliffs. She was feeling that way, towards me. How could I have never sensed it? I struggle for words. Jessie, thank you for telling me. I wish I had known earlier, but I'm beyond pleased to know now. I can only apologize for not picking up on your feelings so many years past. I return her hug and run my fingers through her hair. Maybe I hid those emotions away inside myself as well. I've never felt this way towards another woman, ever. I didn't think it was possible. I'm especially sorry I didn't recognize you when I returned. I sincerely wish I had.
It's fine. I do look a bit different. Apparently I didn't know who I was either.
Jesse's smile is faint but present. I lean in for a kiss. Let me try to make it up to you. I want to keep showing you my feelings for you, not just saying it. My desire now is for your friendship, and more than your friendship. Her cheeks turn red.
I'm so embarrassed. I shouldn't have said anything.
Of course you should have. I appreciate it.
I only wanted you to know the way I feel towards you isn't as sudden as it may seem. That longing has been inside me for a long time. It's been building and building, no matter how hard I have tried to suppress it.
Okay. And Alarm Chan is saying that is enough sweetness for today. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be a very, very heavily edited video of Changeling Tales, so it might come out a little bit later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow might be a double feature, so just stay tuned. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!